We're gonna check out this box of CBCS SIG series from actually my birthday. Hey, how you doing? I'm Lynn. Thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm gonna show a box full of CBCS signature series books I had signed at Great Lake Comic Con last year. Yes, which is because it's the weekend of my birthday, February 24th. These were signed either 24th or 25th, I believe. Last year, 2022. So they just came in, which is actually weird because these are all the books that I showed in my last video. And I had these signed at the Grand Rapids Comic Con, which is in April of 2022. So these came back first. But I'm not sure if maybe I didn't have these pressed. I had 3 9/8s come back. 9/8 Venom number 5, Venom the Madness number 3, Venom Diesel Protector number 5, and the Superman wedding album with Brett Breeding sticker signed by Sam De La Rosa and John Beatty. But yeah, I had 18 books that came back last week, but I have more books from this show. I think I had like 40 books signed there. So I have these books here that I actually already opened them up because I actually thought they were the rest of these books. And so the video, I didn't like it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it over here. I got them open. I've got them in kind of an order. So I'm gonna start showing these right out of this box here. And if you like this kind of content, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. You know, give me a comment, share, subscribe. I'm doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. I've got 100 and I think I said 106. I've got 107 subscribers, 106 or 108 subscribers, and I'm going to be giving away one of these, actually 2 slabs. Got this 9/6 CBCS Batman Legends of Dark Knight number 63, signed by Barry Kitson, Denny O'Neil and Scott Hanna. Or I have this 9/8 CGC Venom 26. It's awesome. I think this is a Scream cover. It has some kind of a COVID designation on here. But anyway, it was triple signed also by Shannon Mayer, who drew this awesome cover, and Cates and Stegman, who wrote this whole series, Venom series, and drew the interior art. So, like, subscribe, comment, go back to a couple videos back. It says 100 subscriber giveaway video on the little thumbnail, and says this is it in the caption below. You need to be subscribed, like that video, leave a comment, and you'll be in the running to win one of these 2. Be in the running to win one of these 2 awesome triple signed slabs. So you can choose your choice of one of these books. So, all right, I'm gonna set these down here. This box is 20 CBCS signature series books I got back. They were either signed at the Great Lake Comic Con or the Motor City Comic Con last year. I have other books coming back from, I think, both of those places. But anyway, so the first book I got back, which was the one I was most excited actually to get back myself, not that it's going to be worth a whole lot, is, I know the grades already, but William Shatner Tech World, signed by William Shatner. And it came back as a 7.5. I'm not really sure. I had this in my collection already in a box. I thought it would come back maybe in 8.5 or 9. Maybe in the 9s even, after pressing. But he signed it. It's a good looking copy, 7.5. But I do have 2 of them. Tech World number 1 and a 9.6, signed by William Shatner. I bought this one when I had that one in a collection that I bought from somewhere. But this one I bought on, or at least one of these I bought on eBay. I'm not even sure which one's which. So this one's, 9.6, signed by William Shatner. Got his image on the front. There was a TV series that I think was in the early cable days. and a novel, which I guess he consulted on. But if you look out here, I have one more copy of it. The draw. But yeah, I got this for I think $6, $5.99, and I think I got a little bit of a discount. And it's in high grade. So I don't know, I may end up getting it graded too. Get another chance to meet William Shatner. Because there's also, I have that's Star Trek #1, Star Trek the movie, first Star Trek in Marvel Comics. And he signed it right here in a yellow. He used a yellow marker, which was kind of funny because he, you know, it was a cross frame. They had a big plastic barrier between us, and he was wearing a mask, of course. He's 90, I think at the time he was 92. He'd been to space already. You know, he got back from space. But when I walked up, I also had this, which is Wrath of Khan. What they call the laser disc. It's RCA video discs. But he signed it down here. But when I gave him this book, you know, he asked me how I was doing it first, and I told him, man, I was a big fan of the original Star Trek. I watched all of those when I was a kid, constantly. But when he got to this book, he said, "Oh, I want to use a lighter colored pen because that's a dark cover." I said, "Okay, that'll be fine. I appreciate you, however you want to do it, sir." Well, he got one of those paint markers out, a yellow paint marker. He started to write on here, and it wasn't writing very well. If you look here, you can see. But he did a couple of swoops, because I don't know what he's even spelling there. It doesn't look like it says William Shatner. But it didn't write very well. And he said, "Oh, that must be," and it's not writing well here. And he started daubing it on. He had like a dauber there that he was daubing it on to make the paint work. And I was like, "It's all right, sir. Just go ahead and sign it, finish it up." Well, he went back and signed over. So part of it's double signed, and then the last part. But that made this come out, you know, maybe a little funky. But then the thing was all warmed up for this. Which I can say this was, I thought, pretty awesome. Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, signed by Shatner right there. That's William Shatner. So I bought this at a garage sale. Well, this guy was selling them for like $4, $3 or $4 each, I think. So I bought that one because I knew I was going to see William Shatner. So, but I also got these books here, which Howard Chaykin is there. So I had this book, Black Hawk 1, which is a part of a 3-issue miniseries written by Howard Chaykin. And he wrote a lot of Star Wars stuff too. He probably after signed Star Wars, I think, because he didn't create it. But he did write these, which are some adult-oriented. So warning, if you got kids watching, they're not really that bad, but adult-oriented vampire comics, like the graphic novel type. Bike Club. This is a Bike Club #1 and a 9/2, signed by Howard Chaykin. And covers by Frank Whiteley, who is an awesome artist. I think his covers are really cool. I think if you look back, I showed the Walking Dead 100s. I bought a lot of Walking Dead 100s. They have like 10 variant covers, maybe more. So there's one of an old woman, a zombie, and it's just her face, done by Frank Whiteley. So it's really cool looking. But this whole series is done Frank Whiteley and written by Howard Chaykin. That's #1. Set this over here. And then I have #6 of the Bike Club. It's a 6-issue miniseries, which came back 9/4. I have the in-between issues, but they were lower grade. So this came back, yeah, the 9/4. I have 1 and 6 here. And I haven't had the other ones graded. I think I have multiple, extra copy of each one of these, so I have the whole set to read. And then he has this whole, I bought this whole series signed. Bike Club, Vampire Crime Unit, signed by Howard Chaykin. And I don't know if anybody's read this series. It's like vampires are basically normal citizens of the world, but they have their mafia. It's a vampire mafia. There was this Vampire Crime Unit #1. in a 9.6. Now, these were in a higher grade. And then I have Vampire Crime Unit number 2 in a 9.6, signed by Howard Chaykin. He signed it in dark black. But he was telling stories, and he's a fun guy to meet. Vampire Fight Club Vampire Crime Unit number 3. And then Fight Club Vampire Crime Unit number 4. And then Fight Club Vampire Crime Unit number 5. Yeah, number 5. And that's the whole series. I was thinking there were 6-issue series. So anyway, these are all covered by Frank Whiteley. But they're all signed by Howard Chaykin. There was a 9.8. And then these two are 9.0s. So, I expect them to hit the 9s. I knew a couple of them were 9.8 candidates. And I also met Simon Bisely, who did this X-Men Unlimited number 46, which actually he didn't do the cover. It was a David Finch cover. Yeah, David Finch cover, but he did the artwork on the interior. And if you know who Simon Bisely is, he I think the original artist on Lobo, kind of the creator of the biggest Lobo series anyway. And you can tell when you see the artwork on the inside. Anyway, it can make a 9.4. X-Men Unlimited number 46. So, great Wolverine cover. And then I have this Ghost Rider number 1. I think it's volume 3. Edition. But anyway, signed by Javier Soteres, I believe it is. He was a really nice guy. I had him sign that one, and this one too. Yes, and this is another Ghost Rider number 1. I believe this is a different. These are 2006. This is 1998, I believe. But anyway, signed by Javier Soteres. And I have a couple of prints I had signed by him. I'll have to pop a couple of pictures up over here of the Ghost Rider print. I think it's just the one. But yeah, those are nice. I mean, I have a Marvel Spotlight number 5, which is the very original first appearance of Ghost Rider. I think it may grade out to be a 2 or a 2.5 if I get it graded. But I got a collection, I believe, of 300 comics that I paid $300 for. I think they're actually more than 300 comics. We estimated 300 comics. I gave him $300, and he gave me the box. But anyway, so then I have, these were fun. I've had these a long time. I believe I bought them when they came out, or at least soon after they came out, before they were big. But Simpsons number 1, the 9.4, signed by Bill Morrison, who I believe Groening. No, this is a cover art by Bill Morrison. So I met him. Actually had him do. Let's see, was it here? Oh, this is Itchy and Scratchy. Number 1 in a 9.4, signed by Bill Morrison. And it says cover art and story by Steve Vance, and Bill Morrison. I also had him do the second print. It looks like a page, like the comic book art page that they draw the comic book pages on originally. And they just had a sketch of the major characters from Futurama, or whoever you wanted from, this whole universe. So I had one that was a Bender. It came out really cool. So there's a picture of that there. And I had him sign these. Yeah, I think I had him did a Futurama that I bought from him there. Like if you bought it for $40, he'd sign it for like $60, and I think he did a Bender remark on that. So I have more books coming. But anyway, a little bit more here to get to. They also had Jim Shooter there, and I had Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 1, signed by Jim Shooter. Came back in 8.0, which is about what I figured. I figured it might be an 8.0, 8.5 after pressing. I had the whole series signed, I think, except for issue 3. That's 1. Here's 12, which is the last, I believe, the final issue, yeah. An 8.5, signed by Shooter. It's a nice Dr. Doom cover. Let me get these out of the way here. One at 12, right there. And then here, which is, I think, one of the best covers of the series, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 10, which is just that awesome Doom cover, where he just battled Ravaged, and Shooter signed up here in an 8.5, which fits pretty well into this set. Then I have this one though, which is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8, signed by Shooter. It came back in a 9.6. When I had this signed, because I bought these books, so I sent it in and had it pressed at CCS, I believe. But it came back in a CBCS 9.2 newsstand. And then I had this one I sent in at the same time. Came back in the 9.4. Direct edition. So I took this in, cracked it out of the CGC slab, had Jim Shooter sign it, and then I had them press it. This was signed on 2/25/2022, which is the day after my 62nd birthday, if you really want to know how ancient I am. But it came back from a 9.2 to a 9.6. I have pictures of this. There's a 9.2. I'll show. So that's the end of this batch of books that I have back from CBCS Signature Series. But anyway, so I appreciate you checking me out here. And as I said, if you go to any of the local shows, at least in Michigan, I know some of these I think I had done in Grand Rapids. Some of these over here, up here. And I had them done through Lockwood's Loot, who was a representative of CBCS. If you go to the show, find the CBCS booth, and there's going to be Cody. You can tell him by this picture. He's got the beard. And they'll get you your signatures. They'll witness your books getting signed. Then you send them out right through them. You can have them pressed and cleaned through them, or you can have them pressed before, which is what I like to prefer to do, but that take coordination and planning. Anyway, I've got more books coming back from CBCS. I've got some boxes that I bought, some stuff I bought on Whatnot. Make sure you go back and find my 100 subscriber giveaway video. Like, comment, and subscribe on that video. And then in a couple of weeks, beginning of April 2023, maybe the second weekend in April, I'm going to do a drawing. Pick a comment, a random comment, and that person's going to win one of these 2 books. So, I appreciate you checking out my comic closet, where we bring comics, comic collecting right out of the closet.